Hello there everyone, and welcome to our Plentiful Patterns Release full reveal video. We have so many different goodies in this release, all standalone dies and stencils. So we have some cover dies in there as well as some frames. We have some layering dies which are very, very pretty. We also have some layering stencils which also have coordinating dies to cut them out. And we also have some standalone stencils too. First up we have Itty Bitty Flowers. Now this is a layering die set, and in here we have a large branch, and we also have 3 other dies which have a number of dies on them, so they're all connected, so you can cut the colours of the flowers all in one go. Really easily to kind of save time when adding these to your projects. Next up we have the pattern motifs. Now this is a huge die set, so you're going to be able to cut 2 of these and they will layer on top of each other to create this really beautiful motif. Now you don't necessarily have to layer them if you don't want to. You can definitely use these as standalone dies as well. Next up we have Inline Leaves. So in here we have 2 different branches, one which is a silhouette and then another one which has like a line cut out on the leaves. So you can layer these up to create really beautiful leaf effects, and you could use them as standalone ones if you wanted to too. Next up we have polka dot leaves. Now on the same line as the inline leaves, you're going to get a silhouette and then also a die which has the detail in there. So this one is going to cut out little polka dots on the leaves. It's very cute. Great one to add all your floral elements to create a really beautiful look to your cards. Next up we have the U Matter die set. So in here we have 2 U's. One will layer on top of the other to create a really beautiful U, and it's quite large as well. Then we have 11 additional sentiments that you can then add to the U to create your own custom sentiments on all of your handmade projects, be that cards or even journals and scrapbook pages too. Next up we have the mix and match frames. In here there are 3 dies which layer into each other. Now you can use these all together if you want to, or use them separately. The largest is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so it will completely cover the front of an A2 card base. A great one for adding a beautiful frame or layer to your handmade cards. Next up we have string panel cover die. Now this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 and it will fit perfectly on the front of an A2 card base. Now you can cut this out once and it will create a really subtle kind of background to your cards, or you can cut it again and again to create lots of different strings going across your card base. up we have Waveform Cover Die. Now again, this one is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so will completely cover the front of an A2 card base. You can use this in all different ways. You don't necessarily have to use them all together. You could just use these as accents if you want onto your cards. Next up we have a layering stencil set. So this is Impressionist Bouquet, and it is very, very pretty. So in this you're going to get 3 different 6x6 stencils which will layer up to create a really beautiful bouquet. If I turn this over, you can see that we do have the layering guide on there, and we also have etch marks on this, so it's going to allow you to quickly and easily line this up to do your ink blending really simply. As well as the stencil set, we also have the coordinating die set, which is going to cut out the whole of the bouquet in one, and then also the flowers separately, so you can quickly and easily layer this up onto all of your handmade projects. Next up we have a Bountiful butterflies. So in this stencil set there are 3 different stencils, 2 of which create a really beautiful background really quickly and easily just using ink blending. And then we have the 3rd stencil, which is going to then allow you to add extra detail into the background or create your own singular butterflies, which is really, really cool. We do have the layering guide for each of the stencils on the back of the packaging. As well as that, we also have the coordinating die set, which is going to allow you to cut out those single butterflies to maybe add them onto the background or just use them singularly on your projects. Next up we have the Brick Rosette. Now this is a builder stencil, so in this stencil set we have 2 6x6 stencils which fit together perfectly to create this really beautiful rosette pattern. You can see that we do have the layering guide on the back of here, and it's a really great one for maybe just adding as a background or creating a full focal image like this one here. Last but by no means least, we have the beautiful Illusion Hexagon. So this is a 6x6 stencil, and it is going to be able to create this beautiful effect on your background. Now you can use it as is, or you can twist it and turn this to add different kind of layers to the hexagon itself. So this is everything in our Plentiful Patterns release. We really do hope that you've seen something in here that inspires you and makes you want to create something beautiful. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you again really, really soon. Bye-bye.
Hello crafters, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching!